Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to have you back. It's Saturday afternoon. It's almost 6 p.m. I'm here in Abu Dhabi and I just came from my hotel right there at the towers. That's where I'm staying and I'm here at the palace in sightseeing. Place is spectacular. Qasr Al Watan in Abu Dhabi is a stunning presidential palace that celebrates UAE heritage, culture, and knowledge. Exploring its majestic halls, rare manuscripts, and unforgettable light show is knowledge on its own. Discovering the majesty of Qasr Al Watan, it is nestled in the heart of Abu Dhabi. Qasr Al Watan is more than a presidential palace. It's a cultural landmark that opens its doors to the world, known as the Palace of the North. This architectural marvel invites visitors to explore the UAE's heritage, values, and contributions to global knowledge. From its gleaming white facade to its intricate domes and arcs, Qasr Al Watan feels like stepping into a living storybook. It's not just a symbol of leadership, but of vision, a place where tradition and progress come together. Step inside the Great Hall. The palace's Great Hall is one of the most awe-inspiring spaces in the UAE. Its massive dome, elegant chandeliers, and ornate patterns reflect the country's artistic and cultural identity. Every detail is carefully designed, reminding visitors that this is not merely a government building, but a masterpiece of craftsmanship. Exploring the House of Knowledge, Qasr Al Watan goes beyond beauty, it educates. The House of Knowledge is home to rare manuscripts and artifacts that celebrate the Arab world's golden age of learning. Ancient texts in astronomy, medicine, and philosophy highlight how this region once led the world in innovation. Experience the spirit of collaboration. When you step inside the Spirit of Collaboration room, where international leaders gather for summits and discussions, seeing the space where decisions shaping the future are made gives visitors a deeper appreciation for diplomacy and global cooperation. Don't miss the Palace in Motion light shows at the end. It's going to be outside. Stay into the evening for the Palace in Motion, a breathtaking light and sound show projected onto the palace facade. This spectacular performance takes you through the UAE's history, achievements, and vision for the future. A truly unforgettable experience. So, travel tips for visiting Qasr Al Watan. Best time to visit is late afternoon or evening when it's too hot for beautiful golden hour photos and the evening light show. And the dress code, modest and respectful clothing is advised. Tickets, you can book them online in advance to avoid queues. Photography, you can bring your camera. Every corner is photo-worthy. Why Qasr Al Watan belongs to your Abu Dhabi itinerary. Whether you are a lover of architecture, history, or cultural experiences, Qasr Al Watan offers something for everyone. It's a place to reflect, to be inspired, and to see the UAE stories come alive. Visiting this palace is not just a sightseeing stop. It's a journey through heritage, knowledge, and vision. So next time, when you plan your trip to the UAE, don't miss going to Abu Dhabi and go visit the Qasr Al Watan Palace. The declaration of 2019 as the year of tolerance in the United Arab Emirates highlighted the country as a beacon of coexistence and of openness of different cultures. So this is good. During this important year, His Holiness Pope Francis, head of the Catholic Church, and His Eminence Dr. Ahmad Al-Tayyab, Grand Imam of the Al-Asa Al-Sharif, accepted the invitation of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, to visit the country in February, marking an important step in interfaith relations between Muslims and Christians. The historic event was the first time a pope had visited the Arabian Peninsula. At the time, and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan said, the visit of the Pope embodies their belief in the values of love and tolerance as a pathway for humanity towards peace, security, stability, and rapprochement between different people and cultures. Yes. And then a celebration of acceptance. In this spirit, Abu Dhabi hosted the Special Olympics World Games in 2019. Yeah, the Olympics were here. The event marked the first time the World Games were celebrated in MENA, Middle East and North Africa country. It also reflected the UAE's mission to become a more inclusive society and to promote positive social change for people with intellectual disabilities. This is good. Oh, these are pillars. The Olympic pillars. All this represent, this is when the Pope came. An encounter of fraternity. Reception at Qasr Al Watan when the Pope came. Right? The capital becomes the host of the World Games. Family reunited. It's a screen. I like that. An analogy of the encounter. The Muslim Council of Elders. The show must go on. Oh, that's the show. Fostering the national relationships. Oh, it's a lot. I'm gonna do it quickly now. Quickly. The Olympics. Indirection for evolution. Message of peace from the Pope. And a miracle in girl. The blessing of forgiveness. Sorry. Farewell. As the Pope was leaving. Oh. I'm hungry all of a sudden.